So I welcome you all. First of all, thank you so much for joining in for this session. This session is not an ordinary technical discussion that we have been doing from a long time. This session is yet very interesting, and I have got some new interview preparation tips and techniques for you, which will definitely help you crack some good interviews, as well as it is going to help you make your overall profile looks a little stronger than right now. And also we will be discussing on a lot of opportunities that are already present in cybersecurity and how you can quickly start applying to those opportunities. Okay, so before I begin, I want to understand that how many of you are looking for jobs right now? Let's make this session interactive one so that we are on the same page and I can share as much as insights I can. So I want to start this session with a question that how many of you are currently looking for a job in cybersecurity? I would request me to change this name because I don't know what your name is. Okay, so 5 of them are looking for job in cybersecurity, and others who have joined, I believe, are here to, start preparing themselves for future perspectives. Or maybe all of you are looking for job right now in cybersecurity. So this session is definitely going to be a lot more interesting because as you all are looking for jobs, and I am here to guide you in a way so that you all can make yourself stronger in preparing for cybersecurity interviews. So let's get started. Before starting, I want to tell you some most important fundamentals of cybersecurity, which is C, I, and A. We all know that C stands for confidentiality, I stands for integrity, and A stands for availability. Entire cybersecurity revolves around these 3 strong pillars, which is C, I, and A. You need to understand it so well if you want to be in cybersecurity. These are not just the definitions, these are the overall fundamentals of cybersecurity. You need to understand each and every term so specifically, and you should be able to explain the interviewer about these 3 principles. I have been appeared for multiple interviews in cybersecurity, and now I have a great student base who also have got recently placed to multiple organizations. So from past 5 years, I being into cybersecurity, and all my students who are placed in different organizations have faced this question 100%. So all the students that I know who have been appeared for cybersecurity interviews, most of the times the interview starts with this question itself. They may ask you in so many different ways that please tell me the fundamentals of cybersecurity. Some may ask you that tell me the pillars in cybersecurity. Some may ask you directly about CIA. There are so many ways of asking this particular question. The answer to all those statements that I made so far is one, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality means holding your sensitive information to only the authorized person. Let's take an example. If you and I are communicating over WhatsApp chat, so we would never want our communication to get leaked outside 2 of us. We never want the third person to peep into our conversation. And here is where confidentiality plays a very vital role. So what is confidentiality? It's about securing the communication, or it's about securing your data. If any third person is able to access that data, or if any third party is able to, peep into my WhatsApp messages, which I am sending to the other person, I would never like to use that application anymore as an end user. because it's a entire trust breach as well as the confidentiality breach happening by that application, and end users would never want to disclose their sensitive information to any third person. So the importance and understanding of confidentiality is to ensure the sensitive data is only accessible to the authorized individuals or systems. It should not be accessed by any third party. Now, what is integrity? Integrity is making sure that the data is not tempered or altered in any way. Let's again take an example. I am chatting with one of my friends and we are discussing about a meeting at a coffee shop, maybe around 6 p.m. If any third person gets into that conversation and if he or she is able to modify that data from 6 to 7 or maybe 8, that let's catch up for a coffee at 8, but the real person who sent the message has sent it to 6 p.m. in the evening, which is going to create a lot of confusion. And again, we would never like to use that application which can be tempering our chats. So this is just an example of integrity. Integrity plays a lot more important role in cybersecurity. We are going to see some more examples in coming slides. Last we have is availability, which is ensuring the data and systems are accessible when needed. Let's take an example of Facebook. So we all generally sleeps around 12 o'clock at night, maybe. So do you think that Facebook servers are also shut down at 12 at night and it turns on maybe in morning? It never happens. So whenever you want to access your profile, to access your data, or to chat with some other individuals, you always have the applications available. So availability principle says that to ensure the system and applications or any data availability when required. What if an organization doesn't fulfill these three principles, which is CIA? Every application or website that is online or serving end users should meet these three fundamentals. If they are not meeting, first of all, the end user will never like to use that application anymore. If my data is getting leaked, if my data is getting altered, or if the data itself is not available, would you want to use that application? No, I would never use that. And I am sure all of you would also never use that application which is not following these three fundamentals. So every application or a company who is doing great online these days are definitely following C, I, and A. You should mark this as a most important question for your interview, and you all should quickly be able to answer even if it is asked in multiple different ways. I'm sure now you all will be able to answer this one. Okay, let's move on. Now here I have an interesting data for you all, which says cybersecurity job market in India. So here you can see a interesting graph first of all, and here I also have some data written which says that cybersecurity market in India is expected to reach 13.6 billion US dollars by 2025 according to an ESCOM report. And also it says that again from another article I was able to find out that they are also saying that the cybersecurity market is definitely going to increase between 21 to 26. Now we are in 23 and we can see a huge hike or spike in terms of cybersecurity job market. India has the second highest number of cyber attacks in the Asia Pacific region according to a PwC India report, which is very sad to know. Why are these attacks happening? There are so many reasons to it. We are going to discuss some of the reasons during this presentation